Welcome back. My name is Ben Stone. You're watching canalgratis.com, and today I am joined by Brian from Angling Anarchy, and we are actually in Iowa chasing muskies. Being a Minnesotan, you're probably wondering why I drove down to Iowa to fish for muskies when I have Minnesota fish to chase, but I figured it'd be cool to do something different. Muskies have been tough in Minnesota, so I'm meeting up with Brian here, and also Matt Vadrock is going to join us on a few other days down here. So I need to catch my first out-of-state muskie. That's the goal today. We have hopefully pre-turnover conditions. Weather seems nice. Hopefully we can put them together.
I think we can do it, man. We've got a beautiful day. We've got a couple days to do this. So hopefully we'll see multiple videos, but that's up to the muskies. And as we all know, muskies can be jerks. So Let's see if we can catch one of these things.
There's one. Dude, I didn't see the fish, but it was pushing a wall of water. I don't know how many casts that was, but it wasn't a lot.
It is a fish. That's a muskie.
Oh my God. So we fished a couple of spots now and haven't really seen much. We're still trying to kind of get a lay of the land here and find weeds and good structures. So we're on a new part of the lake, but for me, this is all very new to me. I mean, in Minnesota, I'm fishing much different structure. I mean, this is completely different than what I see up where I fish. So it's quite a unique setting to be in. Of course, you can see in the background, we're in the full swing of fall. You know, leaves are changing, things are happening. And right now we're just kind of on a shoreline that you kind of expect to see on kind of like the Mississippi River up in like the cities, you know, by Minneapolis, where we have rocks and scattered kind of timber that's in the water. And of course we have occasional docks as well. So very unique setting to musky fish. It's quite cool, but I'm gonna get casting here and kind of put in my end of the effort here and see if we can uncover anything. Rob does. They seem nice. There's one. Oh, off. Oh my God. It felt good.
Oh no.
Oh. Dude, I didn't see the fish, but it was pushing a wall of water.
Was it really?
Yeah.
I
oh
was
my
looking
God.
down, trying to reel in and,
oh my dude, and the freaking the blades are like hot. I don't know if that must have happened when the fish hit.
Sure.
That had teeth. That was definitely one of those muskellunge. Okay, well, it wasn't long ago that I was talking to the camera about getting up and casting, and I don't know how many casts that was, but it wasn't a lot. I am throwing a Bondi Royal Orba, and this is a bait that I talked about in my top 5 musculars for fall. Doing the same thing I talked about in that video, just giving it a slow straight reel, letting those blades do the work. And that fish hit probably halfway into my retrieve. And I'm sure you can see by the chest cam footage, there are some nice teeth marks in there. The fish felt decent. Didn't get a look at the fish, but felt good head shakes. It was pushing water, so it was up towards the surface. But again, we are fishing pretty murky water right now, so it is sort of tough to see. But it sucks, but it is a good sign to get a bite nonetheless. It gives us confidence to keep fishing the stretch. And of course, we know where that fish is. We can always come back on it. So bummer, but at the same time, it is a sign. So we're gonna get back at it here. Hopefully put a fish in the net. Well, I think we were due for a spot change, so we're gonna run up and fish sort of like rock riprap sort of mix, something that we haven't really touched just yet. Did you end up getting a full rundown on wild fish?
No, I don't think that's fish. Maybe it is. It is a fish. That's a muskie. He was not fighting like anything. You can just leave it in there. Gotta bring him up here. Oh, he just come off.
Oh my God.
Shoot. That was the weakest hit I've ever had. I thought I was stuck on something out there.
Oh my God. Dude, no way. Oh, just went for it.
Hey, that really sucked!
Well, we've had our second contact of the day. Brian just lost one on the larger, brand new Death Paws minnow by Lee Lures. So just a bizarre turn of events right there. Just the way the fish hit seemed kind of weird, and Unfortunately, you know, I had a bait stuck in the landing net and probably should have just got the net overboard and gone for the fish, but oh well, live and learn. Good sign though, that's the second hooked fish we've had today. With musky fishing, you got to take these little moments to just be thankful for the contacts that you're having. So we're gonna keep at it here, but the fact that we've had these 2 contacts today is a good sign that by the end of today, we're hopefully gonna have something figured out here. Well, at this point, we've kind of fished this whole back portion of the lake, and we realized that kind of where we started, there was more weeds. So we're actually just gonna go and rerun that since we know there's at least 1 fish there. Odds are there's probably more fish scattered about. So gonna change up presentations, throw something slightly different than what we started with over there, but we're gonna move to where we found the weeds, and hopefully there's more fish there. So he's doing his Instagram stories about how many baits he has, and I'm like, I get it to a certain extent, but like, he's like, oh that was a muskie. I saw it. I saw the back of that thing. It's facing towards us. I don't know what it was doing. Looked decent too. I heard the noise, I looked over to see what it was, and I just saw the back fins kind of, it didn't look like, it looked like it was like attacking something. I mean, well, we've been at it for a while now, and it's sort of slowed down. We saw a few fish surface and whatnot, but as far as sightings or contacts go, it's slowed down considerably. But you'll notice we've got overcast moving in. There's actually potential storms that are going to kick through here, so the weather's very fishy. We've changed locations now. We're actually fishing some more like cliff style rock, and we're right near a spillway, so deeper water, something a little different that kind of we haven't been fishing already. So we're gonna try this for a little bit, and hopefully these storms don't ruin our parade, and hopefully we catch a muskie. I haven't done anything like that. See it? No. Out of the water. Might actually caught that on the, probably won't look like much. It came all the way out of the water? Yeah. Yeah. Just went like that. Probably, I don't know, 50 yards back. Well, one positive so far is that storms missed us. Again, we've been fishing for a while now. We've been fishing so many different spots, and to finish out the rest of our day, we're just going to stick in the areas that we've moved our fish in, that we've had our contact. So
we're going with the old don't leave fish to find fish. Yep. I guess we know there's at least 2 of them here. Well, more than 2. 4. We've had contact with 2 directly with our baits. Yep. And we've seen a couple others swirl on top. So. Yeah, so there's there's fish back here. You know, we've got good weather for it. Hopefully, fingers crossed, things are going to work out for us. Well, as you can tell, daylight has faded away, and unfortunately we are coming up mostly empty-handed. Of course, we had our chances today, but if you're gonna musky fish, these are days that you just have to expect and you have to get used to. They're the fish of 10,000 casts for a reason. It's a lot of effort, and days just don't always go your way. So of course, both Brian and I are fishing pretty new water. Brian's been here once before. This is my first time fishing in Iowa, so to have the action we did was pretty cool, but we just spent the day just trying different things until we found something that worked. And unfortunately at the end here, we're coming up without a fish in the net, but we've learned, you know, quite a bit, and we have more information to come back and hopefully do something better tomorrow. So musky fishing is a lot of work, and you gotta, you know, put in all the effort to find these fish, and I think we kind of did that today. So tomorrow, we had a lot of fun doing it though.
Yeah.
Like, this was the first time we got to fish together, and it was just a blast spending time in the boat. And I mean, in the end of it, that's what it's all about, is fishing with friends and having a good time. And that was accomplished today, 100%.
Yeah, and Brian here does have a YouTube channel, which I'll have linked in the description below. It's Angling Anarchy. If you like musky videos, you're gonna love his channel. He does a lot of musky stuff, but also bass and other multi-species stuff. And yeah, it was just really awesome to be out in the water today. And tomorrow we're actually going to be joined by Matt Vavrock from Matt Vavrock Fishing. So we'll have a trifecta tomorrow. One more, lure in the water to hopefully find one of these stupid fish. So appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you next week.